Let's talk about the bipartisan infrastructure bill that passed the House finally. Only 13 Republicans voted for it. I know that you were a big supporter. You helped get it to the finish line with your lobbying. But House Republican leaders lobbied their members to vote no.
Well, it's a long, sad story, but it finally had a sort of a happy ending. I worked on this for a year at the NGA. I held a summit in April where the problem solvers and Josh Gottheimer and Brian Fitzpatrick, his Republican co-chair, we had 29 Republican votes at that time. We crafted the basic, size and scope of this bill.
So what happened?
What happened was President Biden agreed to a bipartisan compromise that did not include any of the far left stuff on the second package. And then changed his mind and backtracked. It passed overwhelmingly in the Senate with 69 votes. The House should have taken it up the next day, and it would have passed overwhelmingly with 29 votes. But two things happened. One, the Democrats broke the agreement and tried to conflate the other far left bill that has nothing to do with infrastructure and say the progressives hijacked it and said we're not going to vote on this unless we get everything we want. Well, that's not what a compromise is, and it's not what the president agreed to. You also had all that time, several months went by, and you had President Trump attacking Republicans on infrastructure. You had the progressives saying they have to be together. And Republicans said, hey, I don't want to be a part of that.
Well, the president is going to sign this likely into law next week. You're a candid guy. Is this a political win for him?
I think it is. I think it could have been a much bigger win. I mean, he nearly snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. It should have been an overwhelming win back in August. And I think he should not have let it get sidetracked by the progressives in the House. I think that was bad for Joe Biden. I think that was reflected in the election results because, I think they misread the mandate. Joe Biden won a very narrow election by winning swing voters. And they're not where the progressive caucus is, I can assure you. And the vast majority of Americans are not for this second bill.